out here after 30 years, yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
Hey, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pam, man. Much love. I appreciate the support. What's going on out there, TBP? Yeah. Before we start this video, man, y'all know what I say, man. We gotta get these subscriptions up, man. So if you ain't subscribed, please go subscribe. Check your status. A lot of people think they're subscribed, but they really not. And according to my analytics, a whole lot of y'all not. 70-something% that watch me is not subscribed. So if you can, please check your status and see if you subscribe. And I would like for you to like this video if you like it, and you know, share these videos, because we want these videos to move around in the algorithm, man, so we can get more play, we can reach a broader audience, and we can touch more people, man, and maybe make a difference in somebody's life and situation. So that's what we trying to do. Feed the positive and stop the negative, man. So with that being said, man, salute. Appreciate everybody out there that's rocking with me. I hope you continue to rock with me, because we're going to keep on pushing forward. If my voice sound congested, because I am. I just got back from Miami. I don't know if it's a change of the weather or whatever, but I'm a little congested. But at the same time, man, one monkey don't stop no show. We got to keep on going, man. So I'm bringing y'all this video, man, because it was something that was on my mind. It was something that I discussed a little bit when I was out there in Miami, man. And I was just thinking about, you know, cell fights and cell robberies, man. You know, all of that goes on in prison, man. You know, I remember when I first came in, it wasn't no such thing as cell fights with dudes. Well, what I mean by that is they turn around now. The culture had changed in prison after I had been in there for a while. Even when I first went in, like I said, whenever somebody wanted to get it in, they just got it in. It won't know, like, we gonna do this or we planning to do that or whatever. Whatever pop off, it just popped off, period. But as time went on, I could see, like, in the 90s and the 2000s, especially in the 2000s, the newer generation coming to prison, dudes would start saying, man, they get to arguing or whatever. They said, man, you know, my cell open, let's go in the cell. They want to go in the cell to fight, which what that concept was, it was an understanding that we trying to go in the cell to fight, so don't nobody get caught, don't nobody go to segregation, don't nobody got to get locked up for it. We can rumble, we can get it over with, and go on about our way, win, lose, or draw, but nobody has to involve the police, ain't nobody got to get locked up. Now, I say that to say this. This come about in the 2000s, because when I come in, you know what I'm saying, in 87, whatever gonna go down, it's gonna go down. It's gonna be so vicious, the police gonna know about it anyway, because somebody going to medical, if not the morgue. So that's the difference in the eras of prison. You know, you couldn't really hide what was going to go on if it went physical back when I came in, because it was going to be known, because somebody is going to need medical attention. One way or another, it was going to need some medical attention. So that was the situation, man. But, you know, like I said, time evolves and situations change, and the players of the game are different. So these are different generations, these different people, man. And that's what they was doing there, man. It was like, dudes was like, man, what, they arguing or whatever. Next thing you know, somebody says, all right, let's go to my cell. All right, where you want to go? Your cell or my cell? You know, you start hearing that all the time. And then you see dudes go in the cell and they get the door closed. Usually they get somebody to hold them down, which means watch out or look out for them. Somebody looking out, they go in the cell. It's understood. It's a fair fight. It's one-on-one. You know, if it's anything such thing as a fair fight, I don't believe there's anything such thing as a fair fight, personally. Because I believe if you're at war, you trying to hurt me, I believe anything goes. If you trying to hurt me, that's it. All bets is off. You got some, you know, malice in your heart for me, I have zero, you know what I'm saying, sympathy for you. So that's just me, though. Everybody don't think the same way I think. These new generation, they like, well, we gonna go in here, we gonna run with this one-on-one, da-da-da-da. They go in the cell, they'll run. Now, a lot of dudes get caught up in calling somebody in the cell that they shouldn't have called in the cell. You know, because you can look at somebody and think you can size them up and think you're going to whoop them, and you tell them, come on, let's go in the cell, and you get in that cell now, you got to remember, you locked in that cell, that doors is closed, and can't nobody help you. Nobody can help you but your own skills and God. That's it. Your own skills in God, your survival instincts in God is the only thing gonna help you if you locked in that cell with somebody, because you gonna hope they have mercy on you, but you got to remember that they just might not. You know, they just might not. So you got to know all these things when you go in the cell. I don't think all these young dudes even calculate all of that in their mind before they put themselves in that situation. Because I done seen dudes go in that cell with pure confidence and come out, you know, looking like, you know, somebody just beat their face in with a hammer. You know, so it's just a crazy situation, but that's how it be going down. I just, it's just too many incidents. I'm trying to think of some that just comes to my head off the top. Man, it's just so many incidents where I done seen dudes go in there, man, and just get brutalized, man, just get beat down. I done seen dudes go in. I done seen cell partners. You have a lot of cell partners. They'll be out in the pod, and one dude may be saying something about one thing, and the other one might be saying something about other thing, and then they be like, "No, you know that ain't true." And then they arguing out there in the block, and then the next thing you know, come out their mouth. Well, what you getting loud for? Or what you getting loud? Oh, dog, I see you in the cell. Yeah, you gonna see me in the cell. We live together. Okay, then we ain't gotta talk about it no more. The next thing you know, when the doors close and they come around and they do their count, and everybody know the count has already been cleared, and they walking around and they leave out the block, all you heard, boom, boom, boom. What you say? What that? Boop, boop. And they in there, they rumbling. You know what I'm saying? They rumbling, sellers, they rumbling. You know, and it goes down way more than you think it does. I mean, that goes down a lot. I'm talking about between cell partners, you know. And I don't know, and like I say, it's a new era. So some of them, they come out of the cell and they busted up, they bruised up, battered up and everything, and they still cool, or they still coexist where somebody ain't got to move. Now to me, that's an impossibility. You know what I'm saying? That is an impossibility. You know, if we get the rumbling in that cell, you going up out of there, because I'm not closing my eyes and going to sleep, because I may not never wake up. You know, that's just how it go down in there. So yeah, but you know, the new, like I say, the new era of dudes that came into prison, this is what was going down right before I left. This is what was going down, man. And then you got, like I say, you got dudes that they talk their way up on a whooping, man. They really don't they really don't want that smoke that they ended up getting. But it happens all the time, because you try to judge a book by its cover, or you try to look at somebody, or you have an altercation with somebody, you try to look at his physical, or you trying to read his words or his body language, and you may think, okay, well, he ain't this or he ain't that. Well, if he do this, I'm going in the cell with him. You go in the cell with him, man, it ain't nobody can help. Even if somebody wanted to help you, they can't help you, because normally when dudes go in the cell to rumble, they go in there and they close the door and the door is locked. So you can't get no help, period. You see what I'm saying? So you have to know these things. And then you got dudes that they don't even play fair. I have seen dudes say, come on, go in the cell. And they call them in the cell and they go in the cell, and the dude pull that Bethlehem out. Dude pull that Bethlehem out, and you lock behind that door, and you don't have nothing to help you. Nothing. So what you gonna do then? See, so you gotta know the dynamics. You got to know what you're playing with. You got to know what the situation is. I done seen dudes press dudes for fight. Press them. I mean, when I say press, I mean walk up to them all day, call them all types of belligerent names, you know, disrespecting them, because that dude may be trying to avoid the smoke. He may don't really want the drama, or he may be just trying to avoid the consequences that got to come with it. Because mind you, what I tell you is always gonna be consequences. Good, bad, or indifferent, it's always gonna be consequences. You know, when it get physical, or even when it get verbal, it's gonna be consequences. You're gonna have to pay for what come out your mouth. You're gonna have to pay for what you do physically. Period. In life, that's just how it goes. So it's gonna be consequences. So dudes may not want all the consequences. So a lot of dudes will think that because they see this dude humble and he may accept this, accept that verbally, they think he really don't want no smoke, or they may think he's soft. But they may not, they may be wrong. If you misjudge the situation, that can cost you your life. That can cost you your life. Just misjudging the situation or misjudging the dude's character can cost you your life, man. In prison, that can cost you your life. Because you mess with the wrong dude and you try to go up in the cell or run up in the cell, and that dude has something for you in there and he'll fix you. You know, and ain't nobody gonna holler foul. Oh, they went in there to fight and he pulled a Bethlehem out. Man, ain't nobody gonna holler foul. Ain't nobody gonna holler that. If they do, they ain't gonna holler it out loud, because he just put that Bethlehem in him. So do you want to put it in you for running your mouth? It's not gonna happen. But you at war, so when you at war, you need to know what's going on anyway. Everything goes when you at war, you know. But like I said, this is the new era. This is how they get down. This is the way they be talking, and that's what they'll say, man. Oh, F you, man. Oh, F you too. Oh, what's up? My cell open. Boom. They jet to the cell. Next thing you know, boop, 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 and it's over. You know. I had a young Sally, man, right close to before I made parole. Maybe let me think. I was on River North, so he was from Carolina, man. Young dude. He was a good little young dude too, but he innocent as all outdoors, man. He like 20, 22, 20, 21, 22 years old. But he hang around a lot of dudes that's the same age as he is, you know. And when he in the cell with me, I'm trying to give him game. I'm trying to talk to him. I'm trying to, you know, tell him the right things and all this and all that. But, you know, he's still young. He immature. He never been locked up before. The dudes that he hang around with, they never been locked up before. They all young and green, which is a tragedy in itself that you got these young men in prison, man, that, you know, throwing their life away and don't even realize it, you know. But these dudes had, like my cellar, he had like 12 years because he got involved with some other dudes on the street and they pulled some type of robbery while he was in the car. So he was a byproduct of what they did. He got time as well. Never been in trouble in his life. So he more so like a nerd, you know what I'm saying? His name was Maurice. We called him Mo. So Mo don't weigh no more than like, man, Mo maybe a ball 30, a ball 35 soaking wet, you know. Humble little young dude, man. Now, man, he's safe here in the cell with me because I don't let nobody do nothing to him anyway as far as vantage take him or try to, you know, just manhandle him or something like that. I'm not gonna allow that to happen. But the young dudes he hang around with is his same age and they all silly, they all play games, laughing in cars and all this, not realizing their reality that you in prison, man. This ain't nothing fun in here. And I used to try to tell him that all the time, but you know, like I say, he young. He didn't listen to people before he came in there. He not gonna come in the penitentiary and start listening to me neither. But I still used to try to give him that good game. So and he liked to play spades every day. Him and a couple of dudes, a lot of little young dudes in there, they play spades all the time. So he liked to play spades a lot. And while he plays spades, they get to arguing. They get to talking crazy to each other, what I call crazy. You know, reckless out their mouth, call each other all types of B's and different names or whatever. But they playing cards and they play every day. Every day, and they still end up doing the same thing, cussing each other out, getting mad with each other. Why y'all continue to play every day if this is what's going to be the results? I tell them that when he come in the cell. Oh, no, because they doing this. Or he said that. I said, man, you got to cut that out, young blood. I'm telling you, it's going to lead to something different. It's going to lead to something different. And then I'm telling you, you know, he might selling anything. He a young dude, and I'm looking at him. See, he ain't got no rumble game. I can look. I just can look at people. I can tell he ain't got nothing coming. But you can't tell him. He swear he can rumble. You know, and he talk that talk, and I used to tell him, my brother, it ain't like that. I even used to try to teach him how to, you know, how to box us a little something, give him a little something. But he was too lazy. He don't want to do nothing. That's that era, that young generation, that different generation. When I come up, man, we was athletes, man. We played football, baseball, basketball. We boxed, all of that coming up. If you weren't doing some of that, where I come from, you was a nerd, you know. And that's how these younger generations, they ain't do that. They had the cell phones and all of this and all that, so they weren't into all the athletics. That's why the athletes that's coming up now is a little different than what it was back in the day, you know, because back in the day they was already bred for that stuff. You know, these athletes these days, man, they got too much technology, man, where they ain't really putting that work in the way we did when we was younger. But you know, so when they get in the penitentiary, they stuck. Cause out here in the street, they using guns. They shooting everybody for stepping on their shoes. They shooting you because you disrespect them. They doing all of that out here now. Instead of opposed to my day when somebody did that, then they rumbled. Then they got it over with. Somebody got their butt whooping. Somebody took a butt whooping, and that was the end of it. But nowadays they shooting and doing all this crazy stuff to get them in the penitentiary. And then when they come in the penitentiary, guess what? You ain't got no more guns. You got to fight now. You got to fight. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight to survive in there. That's the only thing gonna help you in there. Or you put your hand on that Bethlehem and pick that up, and you don't know how that's gonna turn out. You don't know how that's gonna turn out. But I guarantee you it's going to be consequences for either way it turn out. Either if you the victor or you the loser, it's going to be consequences, for major consequences. So they don't know all of this coming into prison. But when they get in there, they stuck when they can't fight, man. They just stuck. And that's how my Sally was, man. He get in there, he get to arguing with them dudes and acting like he he Billy Bad Butt. And I used to tell him all the time, man, you gotta stop arguing with them dudes, man, because I'm telling you, y'all gonna end up getting into something. Man, I ain't worrying about them. I said, okay. Now I can look at the other dudes that he was down there with and tell that every one of them down there was a little tougher than he was, but he didn't want to listen to me. So I remember I went out one day, went somewhere, I think I went to rec. Excuse me, I went to rec. And I went out there and I worked out and I came back in. And when I came back in, I went and took a shower, went up in my cell. I was up in my cell and I can remember dude coming to me and telling me, man, he said, hey, man, I think dude just took you Sally in the cell, man. And I think they get ready to rumble or something, or they in there already rumbling. I say, what? So he said, yeah. So I said, oh, man. I said, who? He said, the little dude they be playing cards with. They got the arguing, calling each other names and everything. So I think they went up in the cell. They going in there to rumble, man. So I'm like, man, ain't this a blip? So I try to get myself together, go down there trying to stop the situation because I already know what the outcome gonna be. I already can predict what the outcome gonna be. But sure enough, I get out, I go down there. By the time I get down there, they done pop the door. They coming on out. Boom, he going up the stairs one way. The dude, he went in the cell, which is a no-no too. And somebody say, let's go to the cell. You never go to the other dude's cell. So that's already a conflict of interest right there. What cell we going to? And don't nobody want to go to the other dude's cell because you never know what's going to be awaiting you. Then the dynamics is even worse because if you get caught in somebody else's cell, you may get an escape charge on top of a fighting charge, on top of what may happen when the fight, is in conclusion. So it's just so many dynamics with this foolishness. And showing up, when I'm coming down the stairs to go around there and sit up there, he going upstairs the other way, he come back to the cell. And I can look at him, he walking with his head down or whatever. I can read his body language and I can already tell it ain't look good for him. You understand me? It ain't look good for him. So as he going about his way, I go there and I ask him, man, what happened, man? I asked the dude, he said, no, man, he came in there running his mouth, talking all that foolishness. I told him stop saying what he had to say, blah, blah, blah. He called me outside my name. He told me something, let's go to the cell. He asked me to go to the cell. So I said, yeah. I said, well, what happened? He said, shit, I effed him up. I said, oh, yeah. So now I'm wondering how bad he hurt and everything. I said, man, look, man, y'all be playing cards every day, man. Why y'all gonna let that junk result to that, man? Y'all couldn't talk it out. No, man, I'm saying, Banky, I done told woo. So I'm like, all right, man, look, man, y'all just chill out. Is the thing over? He said, yeah, it's over with me, as long as you don't come there and mess. So I said, okay. So I go upstairs and holler at my celly, man. As soon as I walk in the cell, he back at the sink, with the washcloth, and boom, he's splashing his face and putting stuff on him. And I look. I'm behind him from the angle I see, but I can see as he wringing the washcloth out, I see the red coming there, so I know he bleeding. I know he already leaking. So I said, man, what's up? So he said, man, ain't nothing, went in the cell with such. He called me out my name or whatever, we went in the cell. I said, didn't I tell you, man, it ain't a good idea to go in nobody's cell? I said, I also told you, bro, if you have a problem, if it's getting to get physical, man, just come get me or say something, man. I probably could have squad. No, he was hot. I said, man, when he turned around, man, I felt sorry for him, man. I mean, his eye was swollen up already, closing. His lip busted, both top and the bottom. He definitely gonna have a black eye. Might have 2 black eyes. And he just looked busted up, man. He even got a little cut on his head. The dude busted. I'm looking at him like, did you do anything? I mean, did you fight back? Did you do? He was like, man, as soon as I walked in and stuff and the door closed, he just hit me. Then when he hit me, he trying to wrestle, man. I was trying to fight. He trying to wrestle. He got me there on the ground and he was holding me and then he just was hitting me and stuff. I'm like, man, you could have got killed in there, bro. I said, do you understand that? I said, I told you don't go nobody. No, but he called me. I said, don't matter what he called you. He could have took your life, bro. What if he had that Bethlehem in there? I told you don't do none of that, Joe Mo. I told you, man. It's hard to tell anybody something I told you so, let alone tell them that in prison. You know what I'm saying? That dudes don't want to be hearing that. I told you so, whatever. So I was trying not to give him so much of that because I knew he was already, licking his wounds. He was already hurt, and then not only that, when situations like that happen to you, you got to deal with all the other stuff. You got to deal with the humiliation. You got to deal with going out in the block. Everybody gonna know you got busted up. They gonna be able to see it on your face. It's gonna travel word of mouth. That might bring you more drama. Anybody else that was looking at you in a certain way now, they look at you different. Dudes that used to might give you a little respect, might be a little bit more mouthy with you. It just opened up a can of worms that you don't want open. You see what I'm saying? So, like I say, he put himself in a bad situation, man, a real bad situation, and he took a mean whooping for it. And then, you got that dude down there too that did the work to him. He down there bragging, bragging and talking this and talking that. So I'm like, oh man. And then Mo, he ain't no killer by no stretch of nobody's imagination. But like I say, all men got egos, man. Egos, they all got their own. And you know what? I tell you what ego is. It's every guy's opinion of himself. Ego, every guy opinion of himself. You think you this, that, and the third, but in actuality, you might not be who you think you are. You may not be who you think you are. Now, it's always good to have self-belief in yourself and always good to have confidence in yourself. But 9 times out of 10, man, we gonna look at ourselves a little different than the way everybody else look at us. Even if it's true or false. We gonna look at ourselves a lot different than most people look at us. But he won't no killer, man. And then when they started circulating, the dude was talking about how bad he beat him and how it was easy and he was a sucker. He shouldn't have been running his mouth. And then he getting his feelings. And he even had the audacity to ask the question about should he get a Bethlehem and just go ahead on and chop him up. And I looked at him like he was retarded, And I'm looking at him, I'm like, first of all, you don't want to do nothing like that. Second of all, you ain't even built for nothing like that. Third of all, you try to do this little time you got to do and get on up out of here. Don't you know right there that can get you to stay here for the rest of your life? So that's what you want to be doing. You want to be standing here for the rest of your life, and you're going to have to pick that up every day for the rest of your life. Once you use it the first time, you're going to have to use it, and you're going to have to keep it with you to make sure don't nobody try to use one on you because now they know that's how you playing. So that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You want to risk that in this little time you got. That's because you took a butt whipping for running your mouth and went up in another man's cell. You got off lucky, bro. You got off lucky. This dudes that them tried the moves you tried, they ain't even here to tell about it today. See what I'm saying? So he's sitting in there like, no, but he talking all that stuff. Okay, he was talking stuff what led you to go in the cell the first time. You see what happened, man. Leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? I had to convince him that, but I tried to convince him in a way that it won't really like that he can accept, where he didn't feel like he was being chunked out, because like I say, the ego is a powerful thing, but at the same time, you gotta move accordingly in there, man. You're gonna lose your life. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna lose your life. So I was trying to give him that game, man. I was talking to him. I felt sad for him, man. And see, that's the thing in there too. These dudes, when you do go in the cell with somebody like that, and you get the rumbling, and then you come out, and you the loser, and you got to wear them wounds, man. You got to go eat. You got to go wherever you got to go. They call rec. Anything you got to do, you get a visit. You got to use the phone. You come out your cell, and you bust up like that. Everybody looking at you like, oh man, what happened to him? Oh, whoa, and then even the people who don't know, that's what they're going to think, and that's what they're going to look at you like. Now they looking at you different. Now they analyzing everything you said in the pod, everything you said when you was in an argument, everything you said about, what you're doing, what you won't do. Now they looking at you like, oh, that's non and void. All that's non and void, man. You a fraud, you fake. So people talking to you different, their energy different. You know what I'm saying? So it just opened up too much stuff. So like I say, when you in those situations, or you have to be in that situation, you got to be emphatic in what you do, and you got to always put yourself in a position to win, period. Because in prison, just like Jay-Z say, I will not lose. You cannot lose, because what you lose may be more than what you're willing to pay. You know, now the best situation is to be in no confrontation at all, which is highly unlikely in prison. But when you are in confrontation, you're going to have to move according to what the lay of the land, man. And the lay of the land is, you know, in the jungle, man, you bite or be bitten, period. You know, and a lot of these young dudes coming in there, they don't understand that. And that's why they get caught up in situations in prison. That's why you see people get killed on mistake because they trying to grab a knife and prove a point and somebody lose their life. You know, so it's just crazy. But that's how the culture done changed in prison now. That's what's going on in there. But these dudes, man, they continue to do it, man. I mean, they call dudes out in the cell and not even knowing what they asking for. And then they do it for stupid stuff. Crazy little bitty kitty stuff. I can remember being on the same camp, man, on River North, and they pass out the laundry when we got to get our laundry washed. So we got to get our laundry washed. We got to put all our laundry in a laundry bag, man. Put your name tag on and then send it to the laundry, and they wash it all in a big bulk of machine, wash and dry. I know to y'all out there in the freeway it sounds nasty, and it is, but that was the only way we could get our clothes at least halfway clean, you know. So, cause they washing like hundreds of people clothes all together on, you know, in a big old industrial washing machine and dry, and it's through a net bag, and all your clothes is crammed up in there on top of this man clothes, that man clothes, and you don't know what's going on with their hygiene or personal situation. But that's how it goes down in there. Another reason, 1,476,000 why you shouldn't go to prison, you know. So yeah, so I can remember that. That's how we do our clothes. So they're taking that all out in the morning, and they'll bring it back in the evening. And in the evening time, when they bring it back to pass it out to us, they'll lock us all down and they'll let a couple of workers out. And the couple of workers, they'll get out, they'll be grabbing the bags and looking at the name tag and matching the name tag with the cell number and passing the laundry out. Now, people laundry be getting missing and everything. I know it's petty. It's super petty because this state stuff. It ain't personal stuff. It's little state clothes. Every now and then, there's supposed to be all state clothes in there. State socks, state underwear, state t-shirts, jeans, all that. Just state stuff. Your own personal stuff, you responsible for washing it yourself. And that means by hand. That's what you responsible. Because if you put it in the laundry, they not responsible for it. It might not come back. You got dudes over in the laundry, they'll steal your stuff. They work over there in the laundry. They'll look in the bag and see personal shorts. They'll go in there and steal them. Then they got them some personal shorts. They ain't yours no more. You can't see them. You don't know who did it. You know, dudes write their names and stuff all in the stuff with permanent markers. But a dude might steal it and work in the laundry, but not even sleep in your block. So you might not see it at all. So it's just crazy. But dudes will try to slide their stuff in there anyway in the hopes that it come back the same way that they sent it. All right, now every now and then people clothes get missing, and then it causes an altercation. Because the people who passing out the clothes, the people who pushing the carts, the people who work in the laundry is all inmates, all convicts. So the police ain't stealing no shorts, that's that, and the third. So this particular day they passing the laundry and everything back out, and dude is hollering. I heard him hollering out the door, hey yo, man, my stuff missing on my bag. My stuff missing on my bag. So the dude that's passing out the laundry, this one dude in particular, right? They call him Black. Now, Black, man, Black is about he's a short dude, maybe about my height. But Black is diesel as I don't know what, man. I mean, and he is black as a car tire, you know. I guess that's the name Black. So, but he decent, you know, and he little bow-legged dude. He when you know the dynamics and you could look at human beings or men like I can, you can size him up. You can tell he probably got a decent rumble game. You probably gonna have to put some work in, you know what I'm saying, to go ahead on and whoop him if you had to whoop him hand to hand. So the dude that's hollering, he don't see nobody on the bottom. Black is the one passing out the clothes. Another dude passing out on top. So he tell Black, I ain't got my stuff, man. You won't hear me talking to you? So Black said, hold on, player. He said, man, hold on, nothing, man. I need my bag, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to have my bag. If I don't have my bag with my stuff in it, man, it's going to be some problem when these doors open. So Black said, problem with who? He said, problem with you. So Black said, man, you tripping. He said, man, I'm trying to tell you tripping. You better get my stuff. And then the dude that's hollering at him, he bigger than Black. Like I say, Black my height. Black probably about 5'7", 5'8". You know, dude probably about 6'2", 6'3". He got a little size on him, probably about 220, but his size is just big, natural, you know, bulky dude. Black size, Black been on that weight pal, man. You know, those two different things. So he barking at Black, and then Black, like I told you, the ego comes in effect. So Black tell him, man, you better pipe down. He said, you don't tell me, man. I tell you what, we ain't got to talk no more. Wait till these doors open. So Black said, okay, calm down. Don't get the police involved. Just be quiet, calm down. So boom, finish all the laundry, boom, boom, boom. Everybody pick the laundry all up. That's what it is. Laundry gone. Then when the laundry gone, they open the doors. So they open the doors, man. When they open the doors and they let everybody go where they got to go, old boy, he comes straight out, and he at the corner cell now. He come out, get his celly out. He stand over to the right from his cell, so he away from his cell, and he just post up. He like, yeah. And then he holler to me, he tell, oh, I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. Come on, door open. So Black looked down and tell Black, said, shh, be quiet, I'm coming. Said, wait till the police come. I'm coming down there. I'm coming. Don't worry about it. He said, yeah, all right, okay. So he serious now. Dude's looking at him with the body language and the way he act like oh, he a gorilla. He gonna put that work in. He gonna do this. He gonna do that cause he inviting the man to his cell and he acting like he bad like that. So boom, shown up. About 5 minutes go by. Everything settling down. Black tell the dude, man, watch the people for me, man. I'm going up in the cell. So Black go down there. Boom. As soon as Black go down there, Black walk right back to the corner. Black said, you want me to go in? He standing off to the side. It's his door, but he want Black to go in first. I guess to be sure Black going in. Black asked him, plain and simple. I'm looking at him. Black said, you want me to go in there? He said, yeah, get on in there. Black go up in that jump. He started walking over there right behind him, went right back up in there. He said, when I go in there, man, told his seller, he said, get the door closed. He walked right on in there and he told his seller, get the door closed. He regret that.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.